How many people drive their bike along the Union Street bike route? Okay, that's a good number of people. Well, you should probably make a stop at 243 Union Street. Our next storyteller is Michael, and Michael was involved in creating this space. And so the whole idea was they wanted the community to vote on what they wanted this space to be. And so it's a pretty small space. It's 600 square feet, and they put a ping pong table in the middle of the space, and they invited people to come and discuss and talk in the space. What could this possibly be? And so out of voting online and also physical ballots, they decided that it was going to be a local food venue, so a grocery and an eatery. And so Michael is going to talk a bit more about this process and how it came to be, and a bit more about what it is to be an actual grocer of local foods. So welcome Michael up to the stage.
Hi everyone, thanks for having me here. It's nice to be here. First of all, I'd like to thank Hunter Moyes for, since the day we met him, for being a big supporter of Harvest. He's come to us regularly with ideas, introduced us to people, his network, and he's been a regular customer, so he's a big supporter. I really thank him for that. And I hope you enjoyed his food. Much of what he made today was through using us to buy. So I started a local foods grocery and eatery on the fringe at 243 Union Street on the fringes of Chinatown and Strathcona. It's 2 months old. I'm just going to tell you a bit about how that came to be, how I came to own a grocery store, and my experience so far. So last September, my business partner with this space, Josh Michnick, and I thought it'd be a cool idea to experiment with talking to the community, getting the community to decide what business they wanted in this space, this 600 square foot empty commercial retail space. And so we posed a series of questions to people. The first question was, what business belongs at 243 Union? Do you want a restaurant? Do you want a retail space, or do you want a local service? People voted for local service. And the second question was, what kind of local service? And through the comments from the first question, we got a lot of the most common comments and ideas were local foods grocery store, a bakery, and a community space. So the second, out of the second question, by far the most popular vote was local foods grocery store. And so we asked people, well, what should we name this business? And people came up with a bunch of ideas, and we put that to vote, and people voted for the name Harvest. And we actually asked we shortlisted 6 graphic designers and asked people to vote, put their portfolios online, and had people vote on who to do our branding also. So the result is Harvest Community Foods, which opened at the beginning of April. So what are we about? Well, I think for us to succeed, we're really trying to do these things. We're a small space. We're trying to raise awareness of local producers. So we're trying to highlight them with delicious meals and with our interesting grocery selection in a small space. We're also trying to make local foods more convenient for our neighborhood. People voted for a grocery store. We're right next to the Green Grocers of Chinatown, but people were looking for an evening option. That area, I don't know if you guys know, is changing very fast, but still very quiet at night. There's no real services for people. After 6 o'clock, all the nearby grocery stores as well as Chinatown kind of closes. So we kind of open a little later, till 8 o'clock, and we get a good grocery rush around that time for people who want to pick up things during those hours. And so basically we're just trying to do our part in our neighborhood to link more producers to more people. So we're really a convenience store on the fringe of Chinatown, Strathcona, trying to offer healthy, delicious foods, groceries or meals to people. We're one of several actors trying to link this. And how can we compete? Well, we obviously can't compete with the Whole Foods or the farmers market, where the farmers get to interact more. It's a different experience. What we are is as I said, a convenience store in our neighborhood. So my experience so far is, I'm going to talk a little bit about what's worked and what our challenges are. So, like I said, what's worked is we're providing a local service to nearby residents who need to pick up something nearby or during later hours. The bike lane, it's a very busy bike lane. Cyclists like to stop, are starting to stop by to pick up something on their way home. This is where we are here. So the bike lane is on, we're right on the bike lane, and we're right on the fringes of some new condo developments in Chinatown, as well as the older Strathcona neighborhood. But there's also a lot of competition and a lot of other grocery stores in Strathcona, as well as Chinatown during the day. So what's working for us is that we're really trying to carve our niche out in the area by highlighting local producers. We feel that we can't compete on price with Chinatown. We're really trying to differentiate our small business by highlighting what's local. So these are just some of the people that we're working with. Soul Food Farm, they provide most of our produce, especially right now. When we started, most of the winter greens were from them. They're just a few blocks away, and they harvest Monday, Friday morning, deliver straight to us. Here's Fresh Fruits Urban Farm. They deliver kale and other things, more to come. This is Julia Smith's eggs from Urban Digs Farm out on Blenheim. Inner City Farms is starting to deliver to us. This is their first product with us, Stinging Nettles. It's Golden Ears Cheeseworks. Birchwood Dairy, we get that's our dairy supplier, and their black raspberry yogurt is very popular. Saptilla products. Beta 5 chocolates, which are very popular and addictive for the neighborhood. And it's been a lot of work in the first 2 months, but now that we're getting our processes down of starting a business, we're actually starting to do some more interesting things, so it's getting more fun. We're having Inner City Farms do their CSA pickup point out of a midweek pickup point, a smaller backpack size midweek Wednesday pickup point out of Harvest. So hopefully it's kind of a service that Chinatown and Strathcona wants, as well as the bike lane. They might want to pick up their CSA every week during the summer. And we're highlighting new local producers. Maya from Strathcona has just launched her pasta sauce line. We're doing a product launch event for her tomorrow. We've already sold 3 dozens of her pasta sauce since we started shelving it, or stocking it in the last 2 weeks. And if you guys want to come down, there's a free tasting tomorrow between 4 and 6. Tomorrow's actually a very exciting day for us. We're going to be the first retailer for Ernest ice cream. So they're giving us their first shipment tomorrow. So this just time's up. So these are just some of the challenges. Small space, so limited storage. Gotta manage our food waste. We're using local products, so our prices are higher. So like in any other business, our challenge is how do we get more customers? We see 2 issues to resolve. We gotta create more awareness for people to support local foods. For that, I will encourage you to give me your ideas. And then obviously, regardless of local foods, at the end of the day, people like value for delicious food. So that's up to us. So I encourage you to come visit. Thank you.